Hey, you guys, I am here with the Kori Koch. If you know who she is, you already know the business. If you don't, you are about to be blessed beyond measure. So, Kori is one of the authors of the Invincible Family Project. All of the books don't look like this. This was one of the first ones. So it is why it has this weird band on it. But whenever you get it, it is not going to look like this, but it is an awesome book. And she wrote a chapter in it. You guys, the whole point of this book is really to bring reality to you as the reader so you can understand what other families and what other people are doing to change the trajectory of their lives. And sometimes it's money wise, and sometimes it's value wise, and sometimes it's just changing the doggone narrative, right? It's just, it looks so different to all of us in the beginning stages of this. And I want for people to really be able to sink their teeth into what this could look like for them. And so for that reason, we have many different examples of what it looks like in the book. And so Kori, tell us about what your life was like in the beginning of your chapter, like where you were at, so people can see if that's where they're at too.
No.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say shit show on YouTube.
I think just do
Like,
it. You know, you already did, so.
yeah, it was like a total shit show. I mean, so yeah, I was in a very abusive marriage. There was a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, and a lot of just not knowing where life was headed.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what happened?
Um, well, So what happened was I started, right? Somebody has to start in the family.
Yeah.
I started just thinking that that wasn't the life I wanted for myself. And my husband followed and we made it.
Oh my
And we quit
goodness.
drinking 2 years ago. And that was about the time that I started with you, actually. And um, it's been a huge growth process, if you want to know the truth. Like, I didn't know where I was going, where I was headed. And, one day, I was thinking about this the other day. One day, you and I were having a conversation, and I was struggling with bat signal, and I was struggling with what I wanted to do and become, and how I wanted to impact the world. And you, in very Martha fashion, said to me, "Girl, you just need to find what you love and do that, and then find other people that love what you love and teach them how to do it too."
Yeah.
And it was at that moment that I actually stopped and I was like, I don't know who I am.
Ooh. Ooh. I just
I
got
don't know what
goosebumps.
I love
How many, wait,
because
let's stop here because I have the biggest goosebumps. Um, if you're watching this video right now and you're like, that is me. Oh my gosh, they just keep getting bigger. If you're like, that is me, I don't know what I love. I may have lost myself. How did I not realize that happened? Keep listening right now. Okay, go ahead, Kori.
so that's exactly it. How did I not realize that this was happening to me?
Right?
Um, your whole life is revolved around your family and your kids and everything, right? And so I didn't know who I was. And I had to take a step back and I had to find me. And you know this, I took a step back from HBR, I took a step back from everybody,
Yeah.
and I concentrated on what I like and what I love. And that is where I'm at today, is helping people find themselves and what they like and what they love so that they can go out and make an impact in the world. Because I've always wanted to help people in some way.
Right.
Just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And so now you're helping them be able to find themselves. And so what does that look like? Like when somebody works with you, what does that look like? Like what does a time with you look like?
Well, when people ask me, I tend to draw people that need direction.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So we start there. I ask people, what do you like? And when they say, I don't know, because 90% of women in this world that are moms, they don't know. They are like, oh, I like, my kids. I'm like, I like my kids too.
I
Like,
like my
but
kids.
like, I like them too. But that doesn't give you the inner fulfillment for yourself. So we dive into that. We dive into who were you before your kids? Who were you before you had to give every piece of yourself away?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
finding that and just bringing the subconscious into the conscious and actually diving into that is quite a process.
Yeah.
Um, but it works.
Because you do hypnosis, don't you? And also
I do.
NLP, yeah?
I do hypnosis, yes. And I also have other tools in my toolbox that we use to be able to, like, some NLP and some andragogy and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
to where we can teach people how adults learn differently than children.
Yeah.
So we can pull these things out of people's subconscious mind, bring them to the forefront, and people start feeling like they're free.
Mm, 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 mm. So, I'm just saying, you guys, what you need to do is you need to grab this book. The link is in the description of the video. You need to grab this book. You need to, if you're vibing with what Kori is saying right now, just go look for her chapter and read it, okay? So you can get some clarity around that. And then to work with Kori, Kori, what's your website so they can come see you? Or if you want to give them social media instead, how do they reach out to you?
It's really hard. It's KoriCook.com.
But it's
But it's
K
K
O
O R I
it's K
K
O
O
R
C H.
I and then KOCH, right? You're like, it's
Yes.
so easy. But it's KOR, it's not what you think at all. So
Nope.
KORIKOCH.com. Um,
Yep.
uh, the, the, the hypnotist in me wants to say it 3 times, or the NLP person in me wants to say it 3 times. But you guys, that's where you're going to go to be able to reach out to her, to work with her if you'd like to work with her. I can attest, she's an absolutely genuine person. She's somebody that I enjoy spending time with and I enjoy having conversations with. And sometimes conversations can be draining for me. But whenever I talk to Kori, it's never ever draining. It's always, it's inspiring,
Oh,
and you're a good lady. You're a good lady, Kori. So, um,
thank you.
everybody, you have the best day. Read the chapter, get the book, work with Kori. See you guys later. Bye bye.